Central California's #1 news. This is ABC 30 Action News, live at 6.
We're putting maps on the ballot, and we're giving the power to the people.
Governor Newsom is moving forward with a plan to change congressional district maps in California. The redistricting proposal has voters polarized. With no maps revealed, more questions still remain. As the governor and his supporters pledged to fight GOP-backed redistricting efforts in Texas, this was the scene right outside today. Federal agents conducted immigration enforcement in LA's Little Tokyo, where today's news conference on redistricting was held. And thanks for joining us tonight for Action News. I'm Juan Armstrong.
And good evening. I'm Margot Kim. Customs and Border Protection officials called the immigration crackdown routine roving patrols to restore safety to the city. LA Mayor Karen Bass disagreed.
In fact, this is the exact opposite of keeping our city safe. We do not need them here, and they had no business to come here and provoke this.
Customs and Border Patrol officials refuted Bass's claims. The immigration action was intentionally timed. One arrest was made outside the venue.
Even with all the talk today, we still don't know what those proposed maps will look like and who will be impacted. Action News reporter Kate Nemrich joins us from the live desk tonight with the latest from today's update as the cross-state battle continues. Kate?
Yeah, Warren, Margot, Governor Gavin Newsom says this isn't about redistricting, it's about democracy. Since President Trump has asked Texas to create 5 more Republican seats, he wants to counter that by creating 5 Democratic seats in California. We're still waiting on the official map, but this is what it could potentially look like, impacting District 22 here in Central California, which Republican David Valadao won last year in one of the tightest races in the nation. Governor Gavin Newsom stood on a stage surrounded by supporters of his push to redraw California's congressional maps. State lawmakers, along with leaders from Planned Parenthood and labor unions, came to say this is about more than maps.
This is about whether we will let the authoritarian in the White House break our democracy while we sit silent, while we take a high road that doesn't exist anymore.
Newsom wants to move the congressional district boundaries to help Democrats gain 5 more House seats in 2026. He says the maps will be released on Friday and voters would need to approve them in a special election on November 4th. Before that can happen, the state assembly and Senate must call for the election. They're expected to do that next week. That hasn't stopped the governor from already launching a website in support of the effort, along with a campaign video.
And so we are here to meet this moment head on. We will not be complicit.
The move comes in a direct response to efforts in Texas to gain 5 more Republican seats at the urging of President Donald Trump. Democratic state lawmakers in Texas have so far blocked that effort by leaving the state. Newsom says California's new map would only take effect if Texas or other Republican-led states move forward with redistricting. They would remain in place until 2030, when the map-making power would return to the Redistricting Commission, approved by voters more than a decade ago. At a press conference in Los Angeles, Newsom called on other Democratic-led states to join the fight.
We need to stand up, not just California. Other blue states need to stand up. We need to be firm.
Newsom's redistricting proposal is facing fierce opposition. Several government watchdog groups have come out against the measure. Another prominent opponent, former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, who championed the commission during his time in office, says he's prepared to campaign against it. And the National Republican Congressional Committee released a statement saying that Gavin Newsom's latest stunt has nothing to do with Californians and everything to do with consolidating radical Democrat power, silencing California voters, and propping up his pathetic 2028 presidential pipe dream. We are keeping a close eye out for those maps set to be released tomorrow. I did reach out to Congressman Valadao's office about the potential impact to his district, but I did not hear back. At the live desk, Kate Nemrich, ABC 30 Action News.